Hi, I'm Tim Bartz, Internet Sales Manager here at McArthur Ford in Salina, Kansas, your source for Ford news, update, and information with a video on the 2024 Ford Ranger. We're working our way through the different complete guide videos on the different trims, and we have come to the Lariat trim. So this is the last of the different trims. And complete guide video means that we're going to cover all the standard equipment, the different packages available, and all the standalone options all in this one video. So it's everything, every option covered in this video. So if you like videos like this or want to stay updated on Ford news, check out our YouTube channel. Hit the subscribe button down below so you can be subscribed to the channel. Hit that notification bell. You can also be notified next with another video uploaded to the channel. So in this video, it'll be a little lengthy. Oh, by the way, talking a little bit about ordering. The reason we're going over these is because if you're wanting to order a Ford Ranger, you can go to your local dealership starting next week. That's right before Memorial Day. You can get back from Memorial Day, you go to your dealership, they can submit your order for you. So find your good local dealership. Make sure you're asking them all the right questions about pricing, anything they add to the vehicle afterwards and such. Get to know what all those are. Maybe ask them about price protection if they know how to rate lock and incentive lock your vehicle to the price it is when you ordered and that kind of thing, because those are very important so that your dealership is very in tune to all those things, and you can make sure that you're going to be locked in and not have any surprises. We are taking orders as well, and we have more information about our special offer that we have to our YouTube viewers at the end of the video if you want to. This video isn't really about necessarily buying from us. It's more of a reference, but if you are struggling to find a good dealer, McArthur can help you out. So done with that part. So let's go ahead and dive in. Also, and something else, just a quick note is that check down below. There are timestamps you can move around in this video for you. So we're going to go mechanical features, safety features, exterior, interior, the different packages. All the timestamps are going to be down below if you want to move around. Again, use this as a resource for you to ordering from your local dealer. So, all right, let's jump in and talk about some of the mechanical features first. And that is the mechanical features, the 2.3 liter engine is the EcoBoost engine. It's the standard engine with the auto start-stop technology. Same engine we had last year. Also electronic 10-speed automatic transmission as well. We do have a fully boxed steel frame with this. Front independent suspension as well. Of course, this is all the same mechanical features we did see in the XLT trim as well. So for your shocks, they are gas shock in the front. In the rear, they're gas shocks. They are outboard mounted, which means they're outside of the rear leaf springs, which gets into the springs. We have coil in the front, leaf springs in the back of the vehicle. We do have electronic power assist steering. That's called EPAS. What that'll do is it'll help with that slower speeds, a little bit easier to turn the steering wheel, stiffens it up on the highway so that wind doesn't push you from side to side. 4x4s will also get the electronic shift on the fly as well. So you can just shift that into the 4 high, 4 low when you need it. Something else that is not listed on here that we have noticed on that should be available, and that is the different drive modes for the vehicle. So drive modes will change the shifting of the transmission, how the vehicle feels and drives, and everything based on the different drive modes, and those can be dictated. You have a normal, eco, sport mode, slippery, several different ones available for you. Didn't see that on order guide, but you should have all those different drive modes for you. We did see that on the Raptor video where you can see the different drive modes, so we assume that's going to be available on the other trims as well. I think that's it. There's something else that's not an order guide. We'll get to that when we get to some of the exterior features, but there you go. Also, Super Crew version only, no Super Cab version available in either 2-wheel drive or 4x4 for you there. I am actually going to check something because on the XLT video, I did not talk about the 2.7 liter because it's not on the order guide yet. So there is the 2.7 liter engine that will be available. It's a late availability, so it's not even showing on the order guide as an option yet because it's not available to order yet. So probably a job 2 item, which is second half of production. Maybe be able to order that in probably fourth quarter. So if you're someone who wants a 2.7 liter engine, which is new for this year, check out the things that are new video that we did. If you're wanting that engine, you're going to need it. You won't even be able to put an order in for it at this present time. So you can only add the 2.3. So it is something we can't even add yet. So that'll be something you'll just need to wait until fourth quarter to order when it's available. And if you stay tuned to us, we'll keep you updated on that. All right, now moving to the safety features. These are all the same safety features as we did see in the XLT trim. So if you did see that, you could probably flip ahead to the exterior features. All right. So, but if not, if you want to watch this only video you're watching, then let's cover the safety features. For the airbags, we have a driver and front passenger a dual stage airbag deploys a different size airbag, depends on how close you are to the front of the vehicle. Also, safety canopy side curtain airbags to deploy down from the side to help protect rollover sensor as well from any breaking glass and such if you have a rollover situation. We do have the latch system. So if you have those booster seats, front or rear facing for your kids in the back, we do have the latch system, lower anchors and tethers for children. So you can securely fasten those in using that latch system. The secure lock, passive anti-theft system, which basically means only the coded key can start the vehicle. So somebody can't get in and try to start it. It kind of locks the steering column and such until that coded key starts the vehicle. We do have perimeter anti-theft alarm system, basically means when that doors are locked. If somebody messes with it, it'll honk the horns, flashes the lights, let people know that someone's messing with your truck. Pre-collision assist with automatic emergency braking. We have pedestrian detection, forward collision warning, dynamic brake support. So it's going to alert you and let you know with the message on the dash, series of tones that you need to stop. That somebody's going, you're going too fast. You're going to hit that person in front of you that stopped, maybe turning slowly. Preloads the brakes, and because this does have adaptive cruise, it'll actually brake the vehicle too if you're not paying attention. We do have the lane keeping system, so that does have an alert system, an aid system, and a driver alert. So driver alert means if you're taking your hands off the steering wheel too often, it'll alert you and let you know and give you warnings of that. The alert system, if you leave your lane, will vibrate the steering wheel and let you know you've left your lane. The aid system, if you get over the line, to help keep you in there. You can use the aid and alert together. What it'll do is if you get over the line, it'll still vibrate the steering wheel, but still try to bring you into your lane. Now that does have to be activated, just so you know that. Did not mention the XLT video or the XL, but you have to activate that, and that's usually done on your steering wheel. And that can be activated with your cruise on or without it on. So it's not sensitive to the cruise. It'll do it even going down your city streets without the cruise on. Post-collision braking as well is the last thing. So if maybe you're unconscious, maybe you forget to put in park. Sometimes when we get in an accident, our mind goes, we don't think about it. This will brake the vehicle so you don't go wandering off into traffic and such. So now let's talk about some of the exterior features here. And I do have an image for us, so we can look at this together. There we go. So this in here is for the exterior is going to come with the Sport Appearance Package, the standard equipment. So we'll have the gray painted center bar with the surround, painted surround. So that means the outside of that will be on the very outside of the grill will be as gray bars through there with black in the mesh grill part of that. So pretty cool look. It does have gray painted front fascia. So down here around the fog lights are, and down underneath the grill will be painted gray as well. This one does have the FX4 package, so you're seeing a steel bash plate up there. Typically, it won't be on there, so it'll be gray down in there. Now, the 4x4s will have tow hooks on the front. They're going to be black for you. We do have front sensing systems, so as you're going forward, it's going to alert you as you get closer and closer to different items in the garage, parking lot, that kind of thing. We do get LED projector headlights, so they're going to be cast out, so much brighter than a reflector LED will be. Something that's not mentioned on the order guide, this will have signature lighting, C-clamp design around the outside of those headlights. So they made a big deal and they revealed this, but it was not listed in the order guide. Also, the headlights are automatic, which means they'll come on automatically when it gets dark, shut off when it gets light, when you have the headlight set in that automatic setting. Also, we do have daytime running lights that can be configured to be on during the daytime. Wiper activated headlights. So when you have the wipers on, headlights will come on. We also have auto high beams. So they'll come on when it's dark enough outside. If there's somebody that approaches you in the city lights, it's going to shut those off. That is something along with the daytime running lights that can be turned on or off in the lighting section of your vehicle settings screen. LED fog lights as well. You can see them down there in the corner. So you'll have that as well. And on the Lariat trim, not available in the XLT, is the rain sensing wipers. So when you have it in the intermittent settings and rain sensing wiper is activated in your wiper settings of your vehicle settings screen, then your wipers will turn on automatically. As it starts to rain harder, they're going to wipe faster for you. So, all right, moving to the side over here. We do have the 18-inch machine alloy wheel with the dark painted pockets. So pretty cool looking upgraded wheel from the XLT trim. We do have a 255/65 R18 all-terrain tire, whether you have two-wheel drive or 4x4. We also do have the tire pressure monitoring system and anti-lock braking system as well. You will get the gray painted wheel lip molding that goes around that. So that is a nice to dress that up. Again, kind of because you have that sport appearance package. Also, Lariat fender badge as well that you're going to have. So every different trim has its own dedicated badge. For the mirrors, you do have power folding, power glass, heated mirror with the turn signal indicator on the outside. We do have security approach lamp as well that will light up the ground beside the vehicle. And we do have on this the approach lamps, and we do have the body colored skull caps on the top. You will see little dots underneath those mirrors. This does have a 360-degree camera. Forgot to mention that. So you have a camera on the front, back, and the side, so you can see completely around the vehicle. This is pretty cool. That is standard equipment on the Lariat trim, and it's pretty dynamic the way that works. Also, something else that you have that I didn't want to forget about mentioning is on your two-wheel drive, you will have the enhanced active park assist, which means it'll help parallel park the vehicle, controls all the steering while you control the gas and the brake. Your 4x4s will have the I want to make sure I get the right active park assist 2.0, which not only does the steering but also the shifting of the transmission front and back. And so you just press a button and hold it, and it takes care of everything else. Not only does it parallel park the vehicle, but reverse perpendicular park and park out with that. So that's pretty cool. Didn't want to forget that. Also, this does have the BLIS system, the blind spot information system with cross traffic alert and trailer coverage, which means it'll monitor your blind spot. If there's someone in your blind spot, puts a light in the corner of that mirror unless it's not safe to go in that lane at that time. If you have a trailer and you have it activated in your trailer setup, it'll also monitor the blind spot of your trailer too. And then as you're backing up as part of the cross traffic alert, someone crosses your path behind you, it's going to alert you. It's going to put a message on the dash, series of tones that you will not you'll notice, and so that you can check your surroundings so you don't back up into somebody. So that's pretty cool on how that all works. Body colored door handles for the Lariat trim instead of the black door handles. Lariat trim does get intelligent access. That key fob, you can put it in your pocket. Don't worry about it. Just walk up, put your hands in the door handle. It's automatically going to unlock the vehicle, allow you to get inside, lock it from the outside by pressing the button. I will tell you, make sure your hand's not in the door handle when you try to lock it, because it won't work that way. So I've had people actually call us about that and say, mine's not working. Is your hand in the door handle? That's a question. Also, you get remote start system as well that's on the key fob. Close enough proximity, you can remote start the vehicle. You can see the fuel door back here, and you just press that open, get inside, no cap to worry about, leave behind, getting your hands dirty, anything like that. Just put your nozzle in there and fill it up. Also, it does have an 18-gallon fuel tank, is standard equipment on these, as well as all Rangers. You will see on the side, this has the FX4 decal, but normally you get a sport decal on the side or sport 4x4 for your 4x4s. You do get a single exhaust tip on this as well for you. So, yeah, so let me show you an image of that. So there you go. So you can kind of see that underneath. So single exhaust tip back there. I was looking at this. This does have a little integrated step back here. That is not standard equipment. So just double checking my notes here, make sure I wasn't missing anything, but that is not standard equipment. We'll get into that as, actually, let me double check. Yes, that is optional equipment. So that's showing it in here. These are media images of this. So some things are a little different. All right. Moving to the back, on the back of the cab, we do have LED center high-mounted stoplight with a cargo lamp. So you go from XLT to Lariat trim, it becomes an LED instead of halogen back there. Also, the rear glass, you'll see privacy glass in the rear windows, rear glass, rear defrost back there, power sliding rear window as well as standard equipment on the Lariat trim. LED tail lights back here and a whole new design for the back of it, which I really like. We do also have reverse parking aid, which means there's sensors on the back. So as you're backing up, just like the front ones, alerts you to get too close to anything. You do also have a digital rear view camera as well as part of that 360 view camera. Reverse brake assist. So as you're backing up, it's going to alert you just like the front. If you're not paying attention to that and you're going to hit something, it will brake the vehicle. This works well. I've had it on my truck. Gray painted rear bumper back here as well. You'll notice there. And this does have the trailer towing with the 4-pin wiring. So this is actually showing a hitch back here that is not standard equipment. Just preface that there. Do have a full-size spare that's going to be underneath. You can lower down by using the jack and the connections that are in under the seat and behind the seat. The tailgate does remote unlock and unlock with the remote, so you can locks with the doors. So Also, you do have the dampening tailgate, so there are struts on the tailgate. So when you lift that down, you don't have to hold it; it'll actually lower down slowly for you. Inside, 6 tie down for you, pickup box tie downs. 2 should be on the tailgate, and probably 4 others inside. Also inside, standard equipment, 400-watt in-bed power, so you can plug in an outlet in the bed, and LED box lighting and zone lighting. So showing an image of the zone lighting there for you. So it'll light up on all 4 sides of the vehicle. What's nice is you can customize that. So if you want it just one side, not the other 3, you can do that as well. So there you go. All right, moving to the interior here. Got just a couple images, so we'll try to do our best we can. I've shown you everything we can on this. Carpet flooring with a carpeted floor mat, standard equipment on this. Ambient lighting as well as standard equipment, so it should light up the footwells, maybe even the cup holders there for you. For the seats, you are seeing leather trimmed bucket seats, not ActiveX is saying it's leather trimmed bucket seats. 10-way power driver seat with power lumbar, driver memory as well, probably 2 to 3 different drivers. 8-way power passenger seat with power lumbar as well. Heated seat for the driver and front passenger. Flow-through console with the leather shifter knob. You'll notice it looks just like the one in the Raptor, a little different than the XL and XLT shifter knob. Vinyl console lid as well, and you do have a map pocket behind the seat. It says in here in the order guide behind the driver's seat, but I noticed on some of the others that it's actually behind the passenger seat in some of the images. So you'll notice that when we talk about the rear, some of the rear features here in just a little bit. So the outboard leather trimmed bench seat. So that means just the out 2 seats, I guess, are leather trimmed, which is really weird. Armrest as well in the middle. You do get under seat storage, showing you a clip of that, and you can pull that seat cushion up just like with the Maverick. And also you can lay the back seat down. It comes flat on there as well, so you can put gear on top as you're seeing in that other clip. So hopefully that you can get that images. So all right, moving to the front here, we're going to cover some of these other features. We do have the power front and rear windows, including one touch up and down for the driver and front passenger, which means you just hard press it down. You don't have to hold it. It's going to go on down and coming up as well. So, and then power windows for the back, they just won't have the one touch feature. Also, power door locks and unlocks. Those are all controlled on the door. There on the right there by the armrest is where your windows and mirror controls are going to be. The lock is going to be on the side of that. So there you go. And manual tilt and telescoping steering wheel. So just pull the lever underneath. It'll go up and down, forward and back, so you can get it just right. Leather wrapped steering wheel. So a little bit different than XLT where it was vinyl wrapped. Heated steering wheel as well included in this. Heated steering wheel and heated seats. That's a nice feature to have. Cruise control is turning to the adaptive cruise control with stop and go and speed sign recognition. So adaptive cruise, if you have that set, come up behind somebody, they're going slower than you, it'll slow you down to go their speed. You don't have to press your brake, even bring it to complete stop and get you going again. When you pass them, safe to resume, it'll resume for you automatically. Also, speed sign recognition means that if you're going along 70-mile-an-hour zone, let's say you have a tolerance of 5, you're going 75, that speed changes to 60 on you, it'll slow you down to go 65. So that's kind of nice to have with that. Also, you'll notice the center stack screen is a 12-inch, or the instrument cluster, which is through the steering wheel. That screen behind the steering wheel is a 12-inch digital instrument cluster. So it goes from an 8 to a 12-inch as standard equipment from the XLT to the Lariat trim. You do get push button start. Can't see it there, but it is kind of behind the steering wheel there. So you can just press that again. Don't have to get the keys out to get in or out or to start it. Dual zone climate control. So those are the buttons underneath the screen on the center stack. So driver and front passenger have 2 different temperatures. For your audio, we have B&O audio sound system by Bang & Olufsen, including an HD radio, 10 speakers, including a subwoofer, Sirius XM satellite radio as well there. You do get the Sync 4A. So this is Sync 4A. That's over-the-air updates, enhanced voice recognition system. Even has the digital owner's manual, all those features you'd expect. You do have wireless Apple CarPlay, Android Auto as well, 911 Assist, connected built-in navigation for 3 years of service included for free into the cost, I should say. And you get the 12-inch digital center stack screen, which is optional on the XLT, included standard equipment on the Lariat trim. Ford Pass Connect as well allows you for free to download the app, connect to your vehicle so you can unlock and lock the vehicle from anywhere, remote start the vehicle. schedule remote start times, locate your vehicle, even turn on the horns and the lights if you need to. It's a pretty cool app for you to download. Overhead console doesn't say whether or not it includes the sunglass bin, but at least it should have the lights. Rear view mirror is auto dimming for you. And then the visor. Driver and front passenger have a visor with a mirror with an illuminated covered mirror so that light up and such. You know what I'm talking about there. Universal garage door opener on the driver's visor as well. That will up to 3 different transmitters, garage door openers, gates, anything with a transmitter that you can program to that. Locking glove box as well. PowerPoint probably in the console, 12-volt one, and then like your old cigarette lighter type of plugins for your phones and such. Also, you have 2 USB ports, a USB Type A and C as well, and you do have an outlet, so 120-volt AC power outlet, probably behind the console, I would assume. And then you do get wireless charging pad as well as standard equipment, just like you did with the XLT trim. So think I'm covering all of it. So that's all of your standard equipment, exterior interior features, mechanical features. Again, don't forget Super Crew, the only cab configuration for you, available in 2-wheel drive, a 4x4, 5-foot box for the bed. The 2.7 liters not showing on the order guide yet because that's a late availability item. So we'll get into that when we get into changes to that when that happens. But at the launch, you can only order the 2.3 liter option there. And also the Sport Appearance Package is standard equipment on the Lariat trim. So we're going to talk about some different other packages available. There's only one equipment group on the Lariat trim, which is what I like, and that is called the 500A equipment group, which is what we've covered so far. Take a drink here real quick. I've been trying to boom through these videos, so apologize for that. All right, so let's now talk about some freestanding packages. One of them we've already seen on this one is the FX4 Off Road Package, right? So we can cover that here. Get to it. Here you go. So FX4 Off Road Package. So let's cover that package for us real quick first. So FX4 Off Road Package is available on 4x4, not available 2-wheel drive. And we do have the FX4 decal on the side back here. And we do also have the 18-inch off-road tires that's going to go along with those 18-inch wheels there. So give you a nice all-terrain tire there. And you will get the electronic locking rear differential with this. Exposed bash plate at the front, like we talked about earlier. So you have that nice bash plate up there with the exposed tow hooks. We also do have the off-road screen in the cluster. So that way you have off-road modes like your pitch and tilt and such like that. And then you also do get the off-road tuned shocks in the back as well. Skid plates underneath to protect the fuel tank, transfer case and such from anything you might go over, rocks, that kind of stuff. Also, you get the terrain management system. So you can change the terrain. It'll add some other modes for you. Like maybe a rock crawl mode. I don't know. Off-road mud ruts mode, that kind of thing for you. Also, you get trail control. So like cruise control for the trail. So what's great about this is you can set that from 0 to 19 miles an hour. It controls the shifting, the gas and everything, or you can just worry about the steering. So that way you don't accidentally slip onto the gas pedal when you don't need to coming down that trail such. So as you can tell with this is a pretty good package. So if you're someone out there that, man, I want the Raptor, I don't know the availability, I want to be able to take this Ranger, I want to do some off-roading with it, add the FX4 off-road package. You will not worry about it. Trail control, terrain management system. You have skid plates to protect it underneath. You have all-terrain tires, all those features, e-locker, rear differential as well. So this is a very capable option for you if you want to go that route. So that is available for you as optional equipment. We also do have let's talk about the trailer tow package. So this one does have that on there. You do get the class 4 receiver hitch back here, as you can see it on there. 4-pin and 7-pin wiring as well is included as part of that tow package. So those are the 2 things included, available in 2-wheel drive or 4x4, either one. And that's what's included in the tow package. Basically, gets you the hitch and the 7-pin wiring included. So pretty cool. Also, another package that is available on your 2-wheel drive. So they actually break out this advanced towing package between 2-wheel drive and 4x4, but both of them are going to get the same ones. It's just I'm not sure why they're breaking it out to 2 different equipment groups. but both of them will include the trailer brake controller. So that allows you integrated into the dash so you can just control the brake of your trailer coming down those hills, that kind of thing. Also, you get the Pro Trailer Backup Assist. So that is that dial so you can control the trailer and just steer the trailer, and the vehicle will steer itself, which is pretty cool to have. And the reverse parking aid with the trailer guidance. So you can actually see beside your trailer. Pretty cool system to have. So this advanced towing package, if you want to go a little bit more, tow a little bit more with it, this might be a package you might want to add to your vehicle. All right. Now, the last package that we can add here and talk about is actually, let me go ahead and go to these images here. Let me go to this one, back to this. So if you want the Chrome Appearance Package, you can upgrade and go to that, which it would basically be in replace of the Sport Appearance Package. So let me go over the Chrome Appearance Package features that you get. One of them is the change in the grille. So we'll upgrade your grille a little bit. So you'll have the chrome bar grille. I'll show you an image of what it looks like on the XLT trim from some images that I have that Ford gave us. So you'll have that nice chrome grille and chrome surround with the black mesh behind. So that's going to be one of the big things you're going to get. Also, your chrome mirror caps on the Lariat trim. You don't get that on the XLT. So chrome mirror caps, also chrome rear bumper as well. So you'll get chrome rear bumper. I assume the front fascia is also going to be chrome. Your fog light bezels will be chrome as well. Chrome exhaust tip, chrome door handles, and chrome wheels. So I'll show you an image of the chrome wheel so you can see what that looks like. So pretty cool, like a 6-spoke wheel there that's available. That'll be part of this package. Let's see, chrome tow hooks as well on the front, and body colored wheel lip moldings instead of your gray ones. So it's going to take everything that's gray on the vehicle. It's going to go a little bit differently. So body colored wheel lip moldings. All right, it's going to take the gray grille to the chrome, right? And also, I think, what does it say? Chrome bumpers, right? As well. It doesn't mention the front fascia as being chrome. So I'm not sure how that's going to look on the vehicle. Actually, show you an image here. Actually, does it show us there? Actually, I think that is going to be body colored around the fog light area there. So it'll be body colored instead of gray, right under the grill area as well. For you. So that'll kind of dress that up. So pretty cool if you want to go to the chrome package. It does require the integrated box side step, which is actually showing on this truck in the back. If you want to see that step back there behind between the bumper and the rear well back there. Does require that and is in replace of the Sport Appearance Package. Now you can also add the rectangular chrome running boards as well when you have the Chrome Appearance Package. So, all right. Those are all the different packages available. Now we're going to talk about some standalone options, and they're going to spend a little time on standalone options, dealer installed options, and accessories here. So first off, these are, when we talk about, they're just one option you can add. So it's not part of a package. First one is the electronic locking rear differential. So if you don't go with the FX4 Off Road Package, you can add this to your vehicle, giving you the rear locker if you need to do some off-roading with it. The vehicle will be very capable even without the FX4 package, so you can add the rear locker and you're going to be set to go. The engine block heater is something, if you live in a cold weather state, keep your vehicle outside. You could plug that into your house, keep that engine warm, and make sure you add the engine block heater for that connection to that. Front license plate bracket, if you're in a state that requires a front license plate, it's standard equipment. States like Kansas that does not, it is optional equipment. So you want to make sure you add it. The dealership will install it free of charge. Running boards. We already mentioned if you have the Chrome Appearance Package, you can get the Chrome running boards added to your vehicle. But if you don't, then you can add the black running boards on your vehicle because you'll have the Sport Appearance Package. So a couple different options there, depends on which appearance package you have. The integrated box side step, as I mentioned, I'm going to show you a clip of that so you can see that's new for this year. That is optional equipment, but also is required for the Chrome Appearance Package for some reason. But that's a pretty cool little package. So that's all of our freestanding options that will be installed at the factory on your vehicle. Now let's talk about some dealer installed options. So that means that these options here will be delivered to the dealership, and the dealership would install them free of charge for you on your vehicle. So first one I want to talk about is the cargo management rails, not available with your tonneau cover. So I assume that this is the same one that you see on the Maverick. This is a new for this year option. Should be some sort of bed rail that goes along the rail of the inside of the bed with a D-link that can slide in there. So I think Tacoma and stuff have been putting these on for years. So this is something that can be added to your vehicle. And I would encourage you, if you want that, to probably get it from the factory. So door sill plates, black platinum. So those can be put on your vehicle. Again, those can be added later. I'll talk about things that I think you should, maybe if you're wanting to get them, to go ahead and put them on your build. But some of these you can put on later. And probably save you time in getting it scheduled for production. We do have the first aid kit, as well as a roadside assistance kit. 2 different kits there available for you. And again, those are available through Ford Accessories as well. Spare tire lock. So we'll talk about this for a second. Spare tire lock. If you watched my other videos, you probably know what I'm talking about now. But here in the back, for your spare tire to lower down, there is a little door that you flip down. Or right now from the factory, it will not include a lock on there. So you just put that in, lower it down. But if you want that so people can't take that out, and lower your spare tire down, there's a lock that you can get as optional equipment. So they're saying it's a new option for this year, because in the past it's been included. Ford's no longer doing that. Now you have to add it as optional equipment. That I probably would order, because I'm not sure if they're going to be available through Ford Accessories at the launch. So keep that in mind. Also, the pivot storage box. There's a left and a right side one. And these can be go in there. They're going to sit along the side, and then you can pull a little lever and they'll swing out. So you can put tools and different things in there, and then move them to the back to stay there when you're driving. So that is not available with the cargo management rails because of where it sits. Not available with the pickup box extender because it would be in the way of the attachments for that. Or not available with the drop-in bed liner because there wouldn't be enough holes there to be able to put it in. So keep that in mind on those. Maybe something you maybe want to do. Shouldn't be too hard to install that if you want to get it later, but should be available through Ford Accessories. We also do have the side window deflectors, low profile ones that are attached. The dealer would put those on there for you. Again, something you can put on later. And you have the wheel lock kit. So this is where it would replace one lug nut from each of the wheels with a locking one. So people can't take your wheels. You have to have that one on there. So that is also something that's optional equipment. So most of these you can get through Ford Accessories later. Most of them don't. You can put them on yourself. I would encourage, if you're doing the cargo management rails, maybe to get that from the factory, maybe the spare tire lock, because I don't know how readily available it's going to be from Ford Accessories at the launch. But otherwise, the other things you could probably get later, even a wheel lock kit, and replace that yourself. The reason I say that is the less number of those items, the easier your order is going to get to be scheduled for production dates. Because if you have, let's say you add the pivot box in there, pivot storage box, and let's say you order the first aid kit and door seal plates and all those have to be in stock to schedule your vehicle for production. If they're not, they won't schedule it. So I would encourage you to try to keep those down a little bit. We've seen on the Mavericks some people that had like 6 of these on their order and couldn't get scheduled. We start removing a couple of them, and then lo and behold, it gets scheduled. So it could be timing, or it could be the fact that there's just so many of those items on there. Now, let's talk about Ford Accessories for a second. And these are things that will be either put in the vehicle or on the vehicle from the factory, but they are a Ford accessory item that is available through Ford Accessories if you want to get it later. So again, same principle on these. The less of these, the better off for your order. So you do have the floor liners, tray-like, either with or without the carpeted mats. You get that from the factory. They'll just be in the vehicle when it gets delivered to the dealership. That should not hold up your builds, but is available through Ford Accessories for the same price it is from the factory. We do have the secure lock, keyless entry, keypad, body colored. So that will go above the door handle of the driver's side, and nice that it's body colored. That is probably something that if you want to get, I'd go ahead and order it from the factory. It can be ordered later. It just sticks onto the door, so it's not hard to install later and set up your own code and everything, but it shouldn't hold up your build either way. Splash guards, those are going to go back there. This is holding up builds. I will tell you that. I've seen it on the F-150. I've seen it on the Maverick. The production and capacity for splash guards is about 5% on most models. And so because of that, only 5% of the orders will be selected that have that on there. So I would try to do that later. It will cost for an install for that, but it's probably worth it if you can get your truck a month, 2 months earlier, right? Also, the spray and liner. So you have the tough bed spray and liner that have the Ford logo on it. You can get that from the factory. Capacity on that on most models is about 30 to 40%. So it's really up to you. Most dealerships can do that for you at about the same cost. We do it here at the same price it is from the factory, and we do a lifetime warranty on ours. So it really just depends. It could hold up. Again, it's kind of like the lottery there. You like the 60% chance better or the 40% chance? So it can go either way. So they will schedule some with these, but they're going to schedule more of them without that option on their order. The drop-in liner, and that's typically a lower capacity for the drop-in liner, but that is also something you can put in from the factory or get that later at the dealer. Dealership probably would charge an install fee more than likely. That is something to think about. If you do add the drop-in liner, don't forget that you can't add the pivot box storage or the bed rails or the bed extender with that. Actually, doesn't mention the bed rails. So you maybe can get the bed rails with that. But that is something to think about as well when you're adding and putting your configuration together. The paint protection film, that is a film that goes on the hood as well as on the fenders to help protect from rock chips from vehicles in front of you. That is something you can do later. That will hold up your build. That's usually capacity on that's about 2-3% on most models because they have to put those on. So again, only 3% of the orders will be selected with that on there. So that's something, again, to think about. Pickup box extender, just mentioned it a second ago. That'll actually go over, put the tailgate down, extend it out, keep things contained in there. That is something you can add. And don't forget with that, if you add that, you cannot have the drop-in bed liner with that. Doesn't mention the other things, but we did say that you couldn't have that with the pivot box. So I think they just forgot to put that in there. And then we do have the tonneau cover. The only one they provide right now from the factory is a soft folding tough bed or soft folding bed cover. I think they're about $500. They'll be the same cost if you get it later. It's just you would have to pay to have it installed. I actually have an install video where we did it in about an hour pretty easily. So you can always watch that video and install it yourself if you want to speed things up because tonneau cover box capacity on that's about 5%. Again, they have somebody actually installs it at the factory. So it takes a little longer to get it scheduled for production because of the capacity they have to put those on the orders. And then you do have the in-vehicle safe. We have one for underneath the rear seat and one for the console. So 2 different options there. I'd probably get that from the factory. You can't get those together. You can only select one or the other. And the factory, they'd install at the factory. So that might hold it up. Again, the less of these, the better. So you're like, hey, Tim, you're saying don't put the others on. But let's say if you just have the safe, that's only one thing they have to do. So that might help out yours getting scheduled for production and such. But when you have multiple ones, like the bed liner, like the protective film, like the splash guards, then you're really asking for it to be delayed. So anyway, all right. So that's all the options. I do want to cover one last thing. One thing we haven't talked about that is very important, right? That's the colors. So let's talk about the colors available for you. Now, interior color first. On the Lariat trim, we have ebony or sandstone. So pretty similar colors to the XLT trim. So it's available. And then all these exterior colors are available in both of those. And it's the same colors as the XLT trim. Let's talk about the colors that do not cost extra first. We have cactus gray, carbonized gray metallic, iconic silver metallic, Oxford white, shadow black, and velocity blue metallic. Now, there are a couple colors that cost a little extra that you might be interested in getting. One is the hot pepper red metallic tinted clear coat. So that's a clear coat that goes over it. That is an extra $495 if you want that color. And then we also have azure gray metallic tri-coat, which is 3 coats of paint on it. It's usually an extra $1,000 for that color. So those are the options for colors. Some pretty cool available options there for you. And I think we've covered everything. So we've covered all the standard equipment, different packages, colors even, standalone options, dealer installed options, everything. So I think we've done our job. If you think we did, smash that like button. I really appreciate it. Also, don't forget, you can order these here real soon. Go to a good local dealership and order your vehicle. Don't forget to ask those questions I mentioned at the beginning of the video. How are they going to price the vehicle? What other add-ons are they going to do? Do they know about price protection, rate lock when you order the vehicle? Because it should be the price it is when you ordered the vehicle. we at Law McArthur, we know how to do all those things. So if you're struggling with a good local dealer, you want to work with us, we're pretty good at knowing, hey, what items to take off, as we've mentioned in the video earlier. So if you want to learn a little bit more about that, or work with your local dealer, you can watch our live streams and get all that same input as well for you if you watch those. But if you want to work with us, we do a special offer. If you finance a vehicle with us at standard rates, we'll cover up to the first $1,000 of the shipping of the vehicle to you. So we're not talking about the destination delivery charge that you see on the window sticker. That is the cost to get it from the factory to the dealership. What we're talking about is to get it from us to you. We'll cover the first $1,000 of that cost if you finance a vehicle with us at standard rates. Now, also, if you want to come and get the vehicle instead, we've had a lot of people do that. Fly in, drive the vehicle home, they make a nice little vacation of it. We can do that as well. We'll cover the first $1,000 of your travel expenses. So your flight, your gas, hotel, that kind of thing on the way back. That's an option that a lot of people have done as well. So a couple different options. Now for pricing, we are doing MSRP pricing. We will price protect your vehicle to what it was when you ordered the vehicle. We will also do any rate lock or incentive lock from when you ordered the vehicle. If there are any available, we always look in your behalf, which is better when you order the vehicle or when it comes in, because sometimes by the time it comes in, there might be rebates available where there wasn't when you ordered. So we look at it and give you whatever's best for you. We do have an admin fee, doc fee, you might call it, $4.95. We're very transparent about that. But anything else, you want spray and liner, you want bed covers, you want a clear some sort of protectant on it, that is up to you. We do not force you to get those things. So that is something for you to be able to do when you want to. And so that's up to you. So we do have an aftermarket department can go over that for you. So that's about it. I don't want to talk any more about that because that's not the premise of this video. Hopefully you have a good local dealership and that can help you out. And that this video was a resource for you to watch and to help you when you're putting that order in for that Ranger. So again, thanks for watching this video. Hope you appreciated it, and leave it as a resource, share it to your friends, that kind of thing. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell for more videos like this, as well as our live stream where we do go over production information, any constraints that vehicles might have on them, any dealer update and dealer news updates, so you can stay apprised on everything that might be happening if you have that order submitted, as well as we'll take your questions live. So if you have any questions after you place your order or anything like that, we're here to answer any of those questions for you on our live stream every Tuesday night, 7 p.m. Central. So, all right. Well, thank you again for watching this video. Really do appreciate it. And don't forget, stay positive, be kind to one another, be kind to yourself, and we'll see you in the next video. Thanks.